Hey there, beautiful people. If Nainital is on your mind and you're wondering if it's still worth visiting in 2025, like with all the crowds, the commercialization, is it still that magical hill station experience? Then this video is for you. I was wondering the same when we booked our family trip to Nainital this year's Dussehra long weekend. Honestly, I went in with pretty low expectations and I kept thinking about those traffic jams on the long, narrow, hilly roads to Nainital. Nainital can be amazing if you know what to do and what to skip. So, in this video, I'm sharing everything, the activities that are worth your time, the tourist traps that you should avoid, and little secrets that made our trip so special. Okay, first things first, how to actually get there without the stress. We took the Kathgodam Express, and guys, this is definitely the way to go. Skip the overnight car journey, they're exhausting with kids, and you'll arrive there cranky. The train journey is comfortable, and that 2-hour drive from Kathgodam to Nainital, it's pure magic. Now, here's a game changing pro tip if you're planning around a long weekend. Try not to travel on the obvious days when everyone else does. If the long weekend starts Friday, try and reach there by Thursday and plan to come back by Saturday night instead of Sunday. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but hear me out. You'll avoid those nightmare traffic jams and you get Sunday to rest before your week starts. Now, speaking of rest, here's your second insider tip. Book your accommodation near Mall Road. I cannot stress this enough. So we stayed at Mirchani Resort, which is about 10 minutes downhill walk to the Mall Road. And this meant we could walk everywhere and avoid those expensive cab rides or get stuck in the traffic. Trust me, location is everything in Nainital, especially during busy periods. The rooms were beautiful and people were not kidding about the food in the reviews. We were served hot, homely and tasty food every single day. Hospitality was fab, and the day we arrived, the four of us ate 28 rotis with dal makhani and paneer. 28 rotis. The staff here treated us really well, and overall it was a pretty good stay. We spent all our mornings and evenings just chilling here, eating some incredible food and letting the kids run around. Day 2, we started our morning with boating on Naini Lake, and guys, it's just magical. The lake is surrounded by these big mountains and it is so calm and peaceful. It's a beautiful scenery. In fact, we loved boating so much that on our last day we ended up doing it again. Core memory for life. We had booked a cab for the day, but we skipped a few scenic points that our cabbie wanted to take us.
बोला ये देखिए ये है सुसाइड पॉइंट। यहाँ पे आदमी लोग आके सुसाइड कर लेता है। पहाड़ तो इधर भी है, इधर से भी कूद के आदमी मर ही जाएगा। बोल नहीं, यहाँ से बढ़िया मरता है।
So after boating, we headed straight to the Mountain Magic Adventure Park. There were bumper car rides, go-karting, bungee jumping and bicycle tightrope and whatnot. We also visited the Woodland Waterfall. It looked a bit daunting at first कि पता नहीं कितने stairs होंगे उसमें to reach the waterfall, but it was fine. It was not too many stairs. And I loved the forest-like feel that they had prepared for the tourists with these animal structures. Then there are also good eating joints right at the gates to refuel. By the time we were done, it was already evening and we just wanted to retire to our beds and prepare for the next day. Day 3 was zoo day, and let me tell you first about this whole situation getting there. So apparently regular taxis can't just drop you at the zoo entrance. You have to go to this specific spot on Mall Road and catch these pickup cabs. We had no idea, so we were just standing there looking confused until a local helped us out. The entry ticket for children below 12 years and senior citizens is absolutely free, and for everyone else it is 150 rupees. But guys, this zoo is incredible. It's built into the hills with tall trees and greenery and mist, and it honestly feels more like a nature reserve than a traditional zoo. From the moment you enter, the first animal you'll see is the Bengal tiger, and not even far off, sitting or sleeping, but doing a ramp walk right at the front. All the kids were so happy and cheering him up like he was their friend. From here on, I knew this zoo was going to be the highlight of this trip. After the mesmerizing tiger, we saw so many birds and animals, but we were most excited to see the red panda. Apparently, it was having an introverted day and it decided to stay hidden. I totally get it. We spent a good 3 to 4 hours at this zoo because of the steep terrain and the stairs will wind you down pretty quick. And for that they have benches every few meters and a small cafe right outside the zoo, where we had some snacks before we headed out for a 3-course meal on the cafe lakeside. Oh, and fair warning, there are langurs everywhere, so keep your snacks close because they will snatch them. Now let's talk about the food situation because you guys, we are complete foodies. So we tried this place called Embassy Restaurant on the Mall Road. Amazing non-veg food with a view of lake, but if you're a vegetarian, it's just average. More continental, try Cafe Lakeside, it's really nice. Guys, the real MVP of this trip was this chocolate strawberry truffle we found at Sackless. Not even exaggerating when I say that it's the best chocolate dessert I've had in a hill station. This trip was exactly what our family needed. The kids made amazing memories and we got some quality time together. If you're thinking about Nainital, I hope this vlog helped you out. Drop a comment if you have any questions. I love chatting with you guys about travel. And if you enjoyed coming along on our little adventure, then please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I post a new video every week. Thank you for watching and I will see you in my next one. Bye.